Hey everyone, welcome to Live with DJ Rossstar. Today is Tuesday, December 30th, 2025. On the show today, we're going to talk to the pop punk group Further North. If you have questions for the band, you can post them in the chat below. We take all questions seriously, folks, and we will ask them, so do not hold back. And I will tell you now that I will be back on Thursday this week, same time, noon, Central Time, with the band Kerosene Heights. So make sure you come back for that. And if you're not following me already, please do so. I'm on every week, twice a week. And if you have a band or you just really like a band and you want to have them on the show, all you need to do is send me a DM and I'll check it out. I take all submissions seriously. So if I like what I hear, I'll have them on the show. Or if you are the artist, I'll have you on the show. So anyway, we're just waiting for Further North to send the request, and we'll go live. But I'm happy you guys are here. Most of you are probably off of work. There's always that weird in between Christmas break and New Year's, where no one knows what day it is. But I'm here to tell you it's Tuesday. New Year's Eve's coming up tomorrow night. I'm going to be hanging out with my wife and dog. No parties for us this year, guys. We went hard on Christmas. Let's get to the interview. I see a black screen. I see it loading. Hey,
Hey.
here I am thinking I had a long beard. Ha!
Yeah. I
Ha!
forgot to shave.
When, like 5 years ago? Dang,
Well,
that's
actually,
long, bro.
if there's anything I'm good at, it's facial hair growing. So
I went to see Billy Gibbons play a few nights ago here in Austin. Now that's a beard.
nice. Oh, for sure. All those guys. You know, the funny thing about that band is their drummer's last name is Beard, and he doesn't have
Yeah.
one.
I wonder, I never really looked deep into it, which member of the band came up with the idea to grow the beard first. I'm assuming they were having like a competition and then they just
Yeah.
decided to keep it.
And just never stopped.
Yeah, I mean, became the thing like Kiss and makeup and Guar and costumes. ZZ Top and
Absolutely.
beards. And now they
ZZ
have
Top and Beards.
the newer guy in the group, and I believe he has a beard, but it's not as long yet. It's just like a nice regular sized gray beard.
I wonder if that's a prerequisite for being in that band.
At this point, it might be,
You would think so, right?
unless you're the drummer, Mr. Beard.
Mr. Beard, Mr. Frank Beard. Yes, sir. How are you?
Good. Let's talk about Further North. How many of you guys in the band have long beards? Let's get that out of the way.
Um, Well, I think we all have beards. Mine is just longer because I'm lazy and don't like to shave. And if I
Yeah,
do shave, then I look like I'm 12, so that's a bad thing too. Uh, but I want to say all of us have beards.
I think it's common now, but if you think back
Yeah,
to listening to pop punk in the 90s like you did and I did in 2000s, I feel like most people were fully shaved when they were on stage.
absolutely. 4 Years Strong, I think, kind of broke the mold for us bearded pop punk guys.
And if you go see Green Day or Blink still, they will never have facial hair, only when they're not on tour.
Right.
So
So it's
you don't
weird.
care. You go up there and you rock it either way.
Oh, absolutely.
So where are you calling from right now? Looks like you're in the car.
Yeah, I'm in my car. I'm one of the ones that had to work in between Christmas and New Year's. So
Where are you working that they made you come in?
I work in construction. I'm a project manager for some construction in Dallas.
All right, well then your job is every 365.
Yeah, it's pretty much every day.
I hope the heat is on in your car at least.
Sure, sure. It's cold. It's cold out here in Texas today.
Yeah, I'm outside
You
on my
know, you're in
porch.
Austin,
I'm in Austin here on my porch, so I'm wearing like 5 layers of clothes.
right?
And then I'll be doing this on Thursday with Kerosene Heights, and it'll be like 80 degrees out. Go figure.
Welcome to Texas.
Yes, thank you. I've only been here 6 months, so actually, thank you. It is welcome.
Nice.
Loving the weather so far. So let's do the year in review. I don't know how many shows the group played this year, if that many.
I don't have an exact number. We played quite a bit. I don't have an exact number, but I know we did multiple weekend runs and then various one-offs through DFW or wherever else.
Do you have to arrange that with your job, or you're like in charge now, so you can just take off when you want?
Yeah, I can kind of set my own schedule. A lot of the guys will work from the road, from the in the van. They'll just work during the day,
That's cool.
Uh, but myself, I can kind of sort of do what I want. My real boss is my wife, so
Oh, okay, that's awesome.
she lets me
So,
know what I can do.
yeah. Do you wish you can just do this full time, or do you like having another thing to do on the side besides play music?
I've played music for so long. I've been playing since I was 14, so it's nice to not be a career. I did it for one point. I did it 10, 11 months, touring out of the year. So
Yeah.
I've had my share of the van and the buses and the whatever the travel. So it's kind of nice to just not do it so much, but I still love doing it. So obviously here we are. But
Like a weekend getaway with the guys.
yeah, exactly. Every now and then we'll do. I think every summer, well, past 2 summers we've done 10 to 13, 14 days just here and there, seeing what we can get away with.
Is family allowed to join you, or this is like a band only trip every summer?
This summer was a little different because my family went to. My wife is her family's from St. Louis, and so we had a couple dates around that area up there, and I stayed around and then met back up with the guys a couple days later in Houston to finish the dates. So
Perfect.
it was cool to involve the family this year.
And I know you've already announced some shows next year. I assume you're going to have more than that, though. And
Oh yeah,
you think you're going to do more than you played this year?
that's the goal. We have a lot of ambition for this year. Kind of right out of the gate, we announced those Gina Fontanella shows, and we all love her music, and it was just cool that it lined up to where we were able to do it.
Yeah.
Uh, but then besides that, yeah, we're working on some other stuff later in the year. I know we'll have one-offs here and there just for like last year, we went and played an all covers show in Little Rock that just went off, and we were Newfound Glory, and we just played a whole bunch of mid 2000s Newfound Glory songs.
What
So
was the name of the group?
it was further north, but we just covered all.
Okay, I get it. That's cool.
Yeah, we covered songs from like Sticks and Stones and like Self Titled and Catalyst and like that good the choice era, I guess, to us of Newfound Glory.
Oh yeah, no, it's the best ones.
Yeah.
Wow, was that the
So
only
we
time
did.
you've done? Is that the only time you've done a cover show?
No, we actually did the Newfound Glory thing here one time in Dallas, and it went really well. So we're like, hey, we could do this. Uh, we know a lot of covers, but just Newfound is kind of like the same common denominator in our band. So
Yeah,
we
I
love
get it,
them.
dude. And a few years ago, well, maybe over a decade now, they had a thing called Hoodwinked, and Newfound Glory did all Green Day songs.
Yeah, yeah. Newfound is awesome. They're a very talented group of old dudes at this point.
Yes, I'm lucky enough that I found them in '99, so I've been following them for quite a
Right.
long time.
Uh,
Do I love every album? No, but I still get them, and there's usually some good
sure.
songs in each one.
I came across Better Off Dead on a mix CD back whenever we used to burn CDs,
Nice.
and that's what started it for me.
Do you think as the band progresses, when you have more and more songs, it'll be harder to come up with new material? I know at this point you don't have too many out there online at least to listen to.
No, we just did a compilation last year just to sell at the merch table, and I think it came up to 15, 14 or 15 total that we've ever released. And we have some covers we've released that we're not putting on a compilation CD. But no, and I think it kind of comes in waves with the writing where like now we're just pumping out demos left and right to get this year started, and
Yeah,
then uh, we pretty much always write. We just don't always release stuff, which will be a change this year. We're going pretty heavy on the releases just to make sure that we can stay consistent,
that's good to
stay
know.
stay in the algorithm.
Yeah, yeah, you got it now. Unfortunately, you put out something all
Yeah,
the time.
for sure.
You gotta make videos too. Even if you don't want to make TikTok
Man,
videos, you just have to do it.
we our friend goes with us everywhere we go, and it's almost kind of like an MTV Cribs thing, which is that's my showing my age. But we have a content person, and she thank the Lord she's good at her job because
Yeah.
we just be ourselves, and she manages to edit it to make it hit. Like we had a video hit 3 million last year views
Wow.
just of us
Congrats.
playing a Whitney Houston song. It wasn't even anything serious.
Yeah, but sometimes that's the one that hits.
Sure, it's always the silly stuff that hits for us.
I have a TikTok. I mostly put in a lot of my old interviews on there from 20 plus years, and
Sure.
biggest video I have is an alpine coaster I went on out here
Nice.
in New Braunfels. So it had nothing
That's
to do with
awesome.
me or my interviews, just me on a roller coaster.
Right.
Has like 500,000 views.
Right. We were just hitting a drum at a certain time to a Whitney Houston song, and it blew up.
And now, if you think too hard, like what should I make next, it won't be a hit. So good thing you have somebody like an outsider to come up with
Yeah.
what they think is going to be a hit.
Yeah. It's way easier having somebody who's not constantly thinking about the next one like we are.
Yeah.
She's just like, here, I'll just record it and make videos, and they're funny. So we plan to kind of hopefully be more content heavy this year too.
So there's a lot of stuff coming up because I did look back.
Sure.
I listened to all your stuff, and I saw 2025. There wasn't too much going on in terms of what I could listen to.
Right. Yeah. It was sort of transitional. We were going through, uh, we're sort of, uh, I don't know that we don't have a drummer, but we're sort of in and out on if he can play with us just because he's busy.
Yeah,
So we're kind of limited to what we can do based off of what friends we can call to say, hey, come play drums for a weekend or whatever.
yeah.
But we've done, we did. I thought we did decently last year. No releases, which bummed me out, but
That's what I meant. Yeah, yeah. No releases.
yeah. So
You want,
we're trying to pack them up and get them ready to go. We've probably got six,
similar
seven.
sound to what people already know. Sticking to pop punk.
Yeah, I don't think we'll ever fully steer away from pop punk. I think we just kind of get more. I don't know. We're all big fans of like the Home Team
Uh,
and the way that Brian's vocals are. I don't know that Steve, our singer, would ever be interested in doing that, but it is a unique thing. So we're trying to kind of find that for us,
yeah.
wherever that may be. We're still kind of poking around looking, but yeah, I think it'll always be pop punk centered. We're never gonna move away from it.
And it's timeless. It doesn't matter if you're 70 years
Sure.
old still doing that music. Who cares, right?
I heard somebody the other day say that well, actually twice now. We've had our music submitted to random like reviewers on TikTok by people,
Uh,
and I caught one the other day. A lady was listening to our song called Echoes, and she was like, "Man, every time I listen to this, it just makes me feel like I'm 17 again." And that's kind of the goal.
that's great. Yeah.
Uh, we don't. If you've ever seen us live, so we have like a little quick little speech that our singer gives that we don't ever want to be heavy and just the world is already so rough
Yep.
on everybody that we try to at least give you 30 minutes where you don't have to think about whatever crap is going on. And it just seems like pop punk kind of keeps us in that road real easy. So we tend to write as close as we can to that always.
Even if like lyrically a pop punk song is dark, even the music's usually pretty happy. So you don't even
Sure.
unless you're sitting there reading the lyrics, you wouldn't even know what you're you know singing
Go.
along to. You just like it because it's catchy.
Yeah, that first Fall Out Boy record, "Take This to Your Grave."
Yeah.
If you go listen to it, it's very happy sounding, and then you read the lyrics, and everybody fell in love with Pete Wentz after that. So
We need more happy stuff. And sometimes we'll be sitting here looking through like Netflix and Apple, and we're like, let's watch something that's like happy, and there's nothing.
yeah,
It's just all crime shows and murder and
yes,
depressing movies and shows with everyone backstabbing each other. There needs to be like something more enjoyable. I feel
there's
like that was
gotta
like
be
yeah.
there's got to be some hope somewhere, right? I mean,
There was one movie we saw that came out, Keanu Reeves and Seth Rogen and Aziz, and that one was actually a feel-good kind of movie. I think it's called
nice.
Good Fortune. So that reminded me of like the happier movies from the 2000s. It's a comedy,
Yeah.
but it's not like a dumb comedy. There's like a good heart behind it.
Oh, dude, in our van, we're constantly quoting movies, and sure, there's darker stuff that we comment or quote about and just make fun of it, but most of the time it's a Wedding Crashers quote, or it's a
Yeah.
dodgeball quote, or Chris Farley. Just Adam Sandler. Anything that we grew up on and love and makes people laugh. We kind of the five of us really kind of stay in that spot.
I missed when pop punk bands used to sample movie quotes
Yes.
and stuff. Like the Ataris did that all the time. That was always super fun.
Yeah. Heck yeah.
Maybe you could bring that back next year with one of your songs. I don't know how you get a sample cleared, but if you could, that might be a fun idea.
Let's talk about it. We'll put it in one just for you, just so you
Oh
know.
yeah. So what is the first show planned for next year? Do you have to wait all the way to like March and April, or do you think you'll do some stuff right when the new year hits?
No, currently we have a couple of private things planned for, I guess, the end of February, the beginning of, what is it? No, the beginning of February and the end of January. And then after that, then we have the three shows with Gina, which will be a lot of fun. Um, and after that, we don't have anything announced, but we have stuff in the works. So eventually there will be things filling that space.
And what do you mean by private? Like a wedding or something that you got booked to play, or
Yeah,
showcase?
we're playing our sound, like we have a sound guy friend of ours in Houston. We're playing his birthday party.
Oh, that's nice of you.
Yeah, it's kind of like a covers thing, so we're just gonna go have fun.
Does he get to write the set list because it's his birthday, or no?
We told him to give us a couple of I guess suggestions.
What do you throw out there so far?
Well, him and I were talking about like Attack and From First to Last and like stuff that we don't normally play.
A little bit heavier than Newfound Glory, yes.
Yeah. It's good to get it's good to get a little diversity in it.
Do you listen to that stuff also, like
Oh
personally,
yeah,
or?
I grew up. So one of my first shows, my very first show ever was Tsunami Bomb,
Okay, yeah.
which is
Oh,
old
we're showing
SoCal
our
punk rock.
ages again.
Yes, yes. And then after that, I got super into heavier music, and so we were doing like I was going to hardcore shows. Dallas hardcore is real big, and I'm actually straight edge. I've been for a while, and we watched a band called Have Heart, and I went to school in Boston, so I lived up there for a while. But we watched a band called Have Heart from there, and it just kind of I've always been into heavier, always liked hardcore, just the typical like scene metalcore back in the day. We were real fond of too, so
Yeah.
I just kind of like it all. If it has a good hook to it, then I'm there.
What about now? Is there anything you discovered this year, new or old, that you're really into?
I like a lot of that. It's like the modern metalcore sound to me is, I don't know. It doesn't. I don't feel like it has as many hooks as like a Kill Switch Engage, or art. Separate the art from the artist. Like the old Asley Dying stuff, kind of. It all just had a little kind of a groove to it that you could
Yeah.
kind of bop your head to, and I think a lot of that is just me being a pop punk dude too. Is like, as long as it can kind of make you bob your head, then you're good. But yeah, this year I haven't listened to a whole ton of metal. It's just been a lot more pop rock and pop punk, and I'm a sucker for like straight up pop music too. So
Well, I've said this before on the show, but I'll say it again, and maybe you haven't heard it yet. But the Motion City soundtrack record that came out this
yeah,
year, Same Old Wasted Wonderful World, that was my favorite album of the year.
really,
I've known them, for many years, and I know
sure.
Justin, the singer, personally, but I was never a fan of the music, and this album like blew me away. Every song phenomenal. So that was
I
my
love it.
top of the year, number
I'll have
one.
to check it out. Some of the guys in the group chat mentioned that the other day when we were talking about top
Yeah,
five records for the year. So
and it's pop rock, and every song is just wonderful.
I love it. That's awesome. I love Motion City, especially their earlier stuff.
Yes. By the way, we are live, so if anybody is hanging out in the chat and they have questions, you can send them now. If not, you're watching the replay, so you can't talk to us, but at least you get to look at us and hear what we said, right?
Exactly.
That's cool, too. But while we'll take the second here really quick before we wrap up to let you know I am on every week, twice a week. I'll be back here Thursday with Kerosene Hearts, right? Oh, Kerosene Hearts. Kerosene Heights at 12 o'clock Central. And then I have a lot for January. I tried to set up a bunch of interviews in December, and everybody was on break already. So now they're all in January. So once I get that all organized, I will keep posting on my Instagram and let you guys know when I'm going to be on and with who. But yeah, that's in the future. So let's keep talking now for a few more minutes. What are you doing for tomorrow night, New Year's Eve? Are you playing a show at your house? What are you up to?
Man, I am an old guy in every sense when it comes to New Year's Eve. I like to stay home, and
Dead by nine.
we have yeah we have I have twin daughters, so
Oh wow,
we put a ball drop on the TV at like 7:50 and tell them that it's midnight, and then that's it
trick 'em.
for us. Yeah, we don't, neither me or my wife, neither one of us drink, so we don't do anything, I guess, party wise like that. So we just hang out. We'll probably have some snacks and watch a movie or something, but
I get
it's
it.
generally pretty boring.
I'm not going anywhere either tomorrow, honestly. And I'm not like a big partier. I'll have like a beer or two. The reason why I live in Austin and why I lived in Nashville before here is I love live music, and I like that
Sure,
you can go to endless bars and watch bands play, and you just don't have to drink. You can just go hang out. They don't cover there's no cover charge. Just go and
that's awesome.
have a soda or eat some pizza and watch some bands. So that's
We'll
why I
be in
chose Austin.
Austin.
Yeah. You're
Well,
coming.
yeah, we'll be in Austin on the 10th, February 10th.
All right, we'll have to have some sodas together.
Yeah, well, yeah, come hang out. We'll take care of you.
Oh yeah.
Empire Control Room.
How many tracks are they going to let you play since you're just opening up on this little run?
We were told 30 minutes. That's
That's good.
usually about 6 or 7,
You put
depending on.
pop punk
Yeah,
humor in between, a bunch of jokes, or no dad jokes.
we've always kind of had some banter. I think this one's going to be a little different just because we're trying to make it more of a show than it is like a just a string of songs together.
Yeah,
But yeah, we absolutely have the Mark, Tom, and Travis style banter sometimes too.
you have a little stage backdrop, or not yet when you
Yeah,
play those shows.
we have a I think it's like 6 by 6. It's not huge, but it's a
That's
banner
cool.
big enough to show off a little bit.
Yeah, you know who designed it, or what's the is this the logo, the band logo?
Yeah, it's the band logo. Our friend Chris Ventura, he lives in Philadelphia. He's in a band called Ibes, and he has but just about the same kind of history in the PA, the north, I guess Northeast PA scene. He does all of our graphics work. He's awesome. He should be paid millions more than we do pay him. So
You only pay him 1 million, he should get more millions, I guess.
yeah, we give him a little bit of change here and there. We're trying to make it work for everybody too. So no, yeah, it's just a logo, and then it's a big white backdrop, so it's cool.
You might like this. I noticed you saw my stories earlier. For Christmas I got the symbol, the little tiny symbol
Yes.
that you put in your car. It goes into where your AC comes out of, and you can just play along to that all day. And I feel like you, as a fellow pop punk fan, this is something you
Oh
need to
yeah.
buy. It's like less than like $1, and you can get it on the TikTok shop.
So my mother-in-law got me one this year, and my wife,
Oh, nice.
I set it up in my wife's Bronco, and she immediately took it out.
No, yeah, my wife said you cannot play this in the car with me ever
Yeah,
again.
yeah. She said I can't play it when she's in the car. So yeah, I feel you.
So that's why I started filming them and putting them on my socials, because I'm like, somebody needs to hear how cool this is.
Somebody has to hear how awesome this is. Yeah.
And like now I'm trying like every day to make a new one. Like one day I might do like Limp Bizkit or something. One day I might do
Heck
like a
yeah.
hip hop song.
See, and that's so I I'm debating just because I know they're gonna drive me nuts with it, but I'm
Yeah,
debating on putting it in the band van.
do it.
I'm sure I will, and they're probably gonna kill me within 10 minutes of it. So
And
I
one
can only
guy,
imagine.
and this guy Alex I'm friends with, he's getting two of them, so you can have one on each side, which is a genius idea.
There you go. Two Chinas. There you
Yeah.
go.
But it's just, this is such I don't know if you did that growing up, but my whole life, even with my friends in the car, torturing them, just playing every instrument along to the music,
Yeah.
not just singing, playing the air guitar, air drums. So now it's amazing to have like an actual drum in the car.
Yeah.
Whoever invented that, I haven't looked it up, is a genius, and that's one of those things where I'm like, man, I should have made that like 30 years ago.
Yeah. It's $1 million idea you didn't think about.
Exactly. I'm sure they've made over 1 million, and it's so cheap that people are probably buying them in bulk.
Right. No, I play a lot of air drums. Lately it's been air drums to this band called Cheer Up Dusty that's from Philly that's really awesome.
Yeah, they were on here last week. That's great.
Yeah. I love
Yeah.
they have a song called Everybody Hates Me and some other dude, they're awesome. I really hope to get us out towards their side of the world
Oh
this
yeah.
year. Wink wink.
Not even that far from you. Like 15-hour drive, maybe like
Yeah,
18.
it's not
Make
even
it.
that bad.
No, you can make it easily.
We're in
Well,
Texas.
take
You
10.
understand? It's 15 hours is just to get to the other side of DFW.
I'll tell you that I've been here 6 months. I like being here in Austin because I can drive to any of these tiny towns, and they all have like so much stuff going on. Green
Yeah,
and Bernie and Wimberley, and there's just like this, like in any other state, you go to a little town, there's like a Dairy Queen and a gas station. All these towns look like they
yeah.
could be their own little cities.
It's Texas. Texas is so. Like I said, I lived in Boston for a while,
Yeah.
and just going from Texas for 18 years to Boston was wild because you could drive 4 states in a matter of like 3 hours, and down
Oh
here
yeah.
like 4 hours literally will just get you like to San Antonio or like some days just barely into Austin, depending on how the traffic goes.
That's why I like it here, though, because I don't have to go far to do fun things. In
Sure.
Nashville, I was kind of trapped there. If you drive an hour or two, you'll get to Alabama, Kentucky, nothing really to
Yeah.
do over there. Parts
Nothing to
of
hold. Yeah.
other parts of Tennessee with nothing going on. Illinois at the bottom of it. I needed to get out and experience more. And like you said, now I got San Antonio an hour away by car.
Yeah.
It's so fun
Yeah.
and great
San,
music.
sorry. Go
Oh,
ahead.
and great music all the whole state. So
I was gonna say San Antonio is always a good spot for us. We tend to play a place called the Starlighter down there, and we have just there's a lot of the local bands down there are just so supportive of everything,
that's great.
and it's awesome because Dallas is not like that all the time. So it's cool to have like just out on the road support. We do pretty well all over Texas though. So
Well,
we love Texas.
They say Dallas is like the New York City of the South, right?
Sure.
Upscale.
Uh, yeah, now with all this Landman that this TV show they're filming out here and everything. Everybody thinks
Yeah,
that it's Fort Worth and Dallas are these huge upscale places. So I'm sure we'll end up getting the bougie tag here soon.
I watch Landman, and I always wonder how does Tommy get from Midland to Fort Worth and back in time for dinner?
Yes,
Not possible.
yes. Everybody that talks to me, they're like, "Man, talks to me about Landman." They're like, There's no way he doesn't go to Midland and come back. It doesn't happen."
They just assume people aren't going to look it up. I get it.
Yeah,
And
Texas
stockyard,
is
I love
huge.
stock. I love stockyards, and I'm glad they're showing it a bunch. But I hope it doesn't become like a tourist trap now.
Oh, it's been a tourist trap for years.
Is it? Well, I mean,
Yeah,
more of
it's
one.
oh for sure more, but it's awesome that they do showcase it because they do, and they do run the cattle down there
Yep.
every day, so it's still original stockyard. But yeah, Fort Worth, we love Fort Worth.
I feel like we're like doing a travel ad. Come to Texas.
Yeah,
Hey,
come to Texas.
I'm going to let you
Where's
go, but before we do, tell them all the places they should go or the number one place to go to check out more about you guys if they're unaware.
we have all the socials, and it's always at Further North TX. If you felt like it and you wanted to go stream our song 10,000 times and make us like maybe $2,
Uh-huh.
we would appreciate that. Uh, but we're on all the socials. We're on all the streaming services. Uh, probably a little more heavy on here just because we've had more success here.
Oh, yeah.
So we that's all I can really think about is just socials.
All
All
good,
our
dude.
social medias.
Well, have fun at work. I know it's like 30
Yes.
degrees and it's the day before New Year's Eve, so I get it. It's tough, but hopefully you get to enjoy some good snacks or something right now before you go back.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna run down the road and get a Freebirds burrito. Actually.
Heck yeah. Hey, man, thanks for doing this, especially like around the holiday time. I appreciate
Of
it.
course. Thanks for thinking of us. It's awesome.
Oh, yeah. Good luck. I'll see you in February, I hope, and I'll see everybody else Thursday for Kerosene Heights. Thanks for watching, guys.
Yes, sir.
See you later. Take care, man.
Bye.